These movies are the best. Hello everyone. In this video you will find out about the 10 best movies of 2021. These films were not only highly acclaimed by critics, but also liked by a large number of viewers, which made them the best. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. You are on the channel Rewatch, and here we go. Number 10. 8-Bit Christmas. 8-Bit Christmas was one of the best new holiday movies to watch in 2021. The story, which is told mainly through flashbacks to the 80s, centers on a young boy in pursuit of the new Nintendo Entertainment System. The action takes place in the suburbs of Chicago. The main character is 10-year-old Jake Doyle. He has one cherished dream. He wants to get a Nintendo game console, which is very popular, as a Christmas present. The boy is trying to tell his parents and Santa Claus to make the right choice, which comes to the point of absurdity. So it happens that this one child in Chicago has one unfortunate and absurd incident. Therefore, the parents of all the guys look askance at Japanese consoles. They prefer to look for other gifts. Then the hero decides to take control of the situation. Jake sets out on an adventure at the end of which he should expect such a coveted prize. Number 9. CRUELLA. When Disney's live-action Cruella was first announced, it was met with a divided response. However, upon its release, the film proved many detractors wrong and gave audiences a captivating movie experience. London in the 70s is the capital of extravagant fashion and emerging punk rock. A young swindler named Estella is about to become the legendary villainess Cruella de Vil, obsessed with dog skins and animal husbandry. In the meantime, this is a clever criminal, deceiving people in the company of the same petty thieves. Together with her fellow accomplices, the girl dreams of becoming famous and hopes that her love for the work of a courtier will help her in this. However, fate decrees otherwise. Once, having become interested in her fashionable sketches, the notorious Baroness von Hellman makes an acquaintance with the heroine. Under the auspice of this cold, cruel socialite, Estella reveals the facets of her true talent and destiny. Number 8. SHANG-CHI and the Legend of the Ten Rings. When SHANG-CHI and the Legend of the Ten Rings released, it became another massive success for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and is now one of the best MCU movies to watch on Disney+. The story is centered around the martial artist Shang-Chi, who one day the time has come to seriously confront the numerous ghosts from the past, and try to demonstrate a very powerful character. For the first time in his life, a person will have to confront the unpleasant features of an extremely complex scam that forces a person to act very quickly and effectively. This man will need to plunge into all the features of the dangerous intrigues that are woven by the mysterious Ten Rings organization. This person could not even imagine that he would have to be ready for any turn of events, since the members of the group would go to great lengths to translate their own ideas into reality. Number 7. The Courier. Though it appeared at the Sundance Film Festival in 2020, The Courier did not receive a wider theatrical release until 2021. It is a film about the real-life figure of Greville Wine, a businessman from Britain who helps MI6 to gather information on Soviet nuclear activities. The Cold War is gaining momentum. Already tense relations between the Soviet Union and the United States are noticeably heating up, and the superpowers are on the verge of war. GRU Colonel Oleg Penkovsky is trying to contact a British spy and part-time businessman, Greville Wine, who needs constant communication with the capital of the USSR. Men begin to cooperate with each other and do not suspect what consequences their act will crown. The situation is aggravated with Greville's decision to move away from the accepted rules of the game and start acting on his own. Number 6. Last Night in Soho. Full of style and with incredible performances, Last Night in Soho is a mysterious and gripping title that takes its audiences along for the ride. Eloise dreams of becoming the best designer of our time. While she is taking her first steps in design art, she is sure that everything will work out just fine for her. One night, as a result of an incredible set of circumstances, Eloise is transported into the past. How she ended up in London in 1960, she cannot say. But her acquaintance with an idol from the past opens up new horizons for her. Singer SHANG-CHI is the one that Eloise dreamed of meeting for many years. But in the modern world, she is already dead, and she has so many questions for her idol. The charm of London of the past is quickly evaporating, because here the streets are teeming with bandits, and everyone strives to snatch their own from a naive girl. Number 5. The Last Duel. Ridley Scott's most recent historical movie, The Last Duel, focuses on the real-life figure of Marguerite de Carouge and her bravery in coming forward and speaking out about the horrible crimes of Jacques Legris committed against her. Jean de Carouge is a normal knight who returns home. He wants to finally see his beloved wife Margaret, but upon arrival, he learns terrible news. It turns out that during the absence of her husband, his longtime rival, Jacques Legris, raped a defenseless woman. Jean is shocked by what he heard and intends to seek justice. The society does not believe the words of his wife, and the King of France, Francis VI, decides that such a conflict can be resolved solely with the help of a duel. The opponents are preparing for the upcoming competition, risking not only their lives, but also the future of Margaret. If her husband is defeated, she will be burned at the stake as a slanderer. Number 4. No Time to Die. In Daniel Craig's movie No Time to Die, James Bond must track down a kidnapped scientist and stop dangerous nanotechnology from wreaking havoc on the world. In the recent past, James Bond abruptly decided that it was time to abandon his professional career, which turned out to be filled with a variety of adventures and dangerous situations. Since then, he has led a measured and carefree life, enjoying picturesque paintings in Jamaica. Having thoroughly relaxed, he is thinking of staying in this paradise for a long time. However, the idol reigning around him begins to disappear when one day his longtime comrade Felix Letier arrives on the island. The latter works for the CIA and has now flown here to ask James for help. In particular, he wants Bond to help him pull off one overly responsible mission to rescue a recently kidnapped scientist. Number 3. Free Guy.
The shit?
The Ryan Reynolds-led action comedy Free Guy centers on the character of Guy, a non-playable character in an online video game, who learns about the circumstances surrounding his existence. A simple bank employee lives his usual life: home, work, meetings with friends. But one day, everything changes dramatically when he finds out that his world is a video game, and he is a minor character. Of course, this state of affairs does not suit the cashier. He is going to rewrite the code of the game to become the main character. In addition, he needs to have time to make changes as quickly as possible and save the game before the developers notice the changes and demolish them. A real race against time begins, in which the character is not only going to completely change his life, but also to attract the attention of a charming beauty. Number 2. DUNE. DUNE was one of the most anticipated movies of fall 2021. It is only the first of a 2-part film series, but it provides a compelling look at the universe of the story and many of the characters who live in it. Humans have long expanded their habitat. Many representatives of mankind live on distant planets. Between different powerful families, the struggle for power over inhabited celestial bodies does not stop. Great interest arose in the desert planets of Arrakis. Earthlings are not at all interested in giant sandworms or Fremen wanderers who hide in the caves. The main value is an unusual spice found on the planet. There were many who wanted to take possession of the most important substance in the universe. Control over it will allow you to gain incredible influence over different, unique worlds. Number 1. Spider-Man: No Way Home. The most exciting movie event of the year was Spider-Man: No Way Home. in which Peter Parker dealt with the fallout from how his secret identity was revealed to the entire world. He works with Doctor Strange to make everyone forget his secret, but they accidentally bring figures from other universes into their own. The plot revolves around the life of Peter Parker. He just goes head over heels after Mysterio tells the world that the humble and indecisive Peter is the real Spider-Man. The main character has to turn to Doctor Strange for help, but he does something wrong, and as a result of incorrect actions, the course of space and time is disrupted. An entrance to the multiverse opens before mankind. The return of favorites such as Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield has ensured that those who love the Marvel Cinematic Universe have a huge number of memorable moments left. With action, emotion, and comedy, Spider-Man No Way Home is a pleasure from start to finish. And that's all! Don't forget to write in the comments your top 10 films from 2021, and also subscribe to the channel.